It's time to get these piggies to work. So a few weeks ago, I picked myself up a couple of large black gilts, and I will pop the link to that video just up there. So after this video, go and watch when they arrived. But they've been in the barn so that they could get used to me and we could sort of grow a little bit of connection. But now it is time to move them into the great outdoors. So I'm getting pigs for 3 reasons. Number 1 is that I love pigs. I just don't think you can have a farm without pigs. They are fantastic creatures. Number 2 is that I want to really help the large black rare breed. They have really dropped. They're on the rare breeds survival trust list. They're a priority breed because they are just dying out. So I want to do my part to help that heritage breed survive. And number 3, what better way to clear your landscape than natural munchers rather than doing all the work for yourself? So as I've mentioned before, next year I want to do some pick your own patches for flowers and for pumpkins, and I want to have it across here because it's right next to my driveway. It makes it easily accessible for people. But I don't want to have to clear this myself. So the idea is to bring the pigs out and move them across this patch over the next coming months, and they will clear it and manure it for me, ready for next season. So I've spent a little bit of time this morning just preparing. I've moved the pig ark. Now Peaches, as many of you know, Peaches, she's over there. She was in the pig ark. She's been recuperating after being ill, but we're going to swap her. So she's going to move into the barn and the piggies are going to move outside. So I've put down one of their feeders, and then I've gone round and I've put in the electric fencing. Now I have been reliably informed that with large blacks, because they are flop-eared pigs, and so they basically move around not by sight but by smell, they will stay within electric fencing once they have caught themselves a couple of times on them and zapped them. The people that I actually got these gilts from, they have 2 huge large black sows. They live next to a boar. They're all just done on actually they only have a single strand of electric fencing, and they never go across it. So we're hoping this is going to work. So that's where the girls are going to go. This is where the girls currently are. I am not a fan of manhandling animals. If you have to, I think it's far better, far less stressful and far easier if you can just train everybody to follow a bucket, because then they pretty much do what you want. However, these girls have never followed a bucket, so it's going to be a bit of a trial. So they're down here. I haven't fed them this morning, so I'm hoping that's going to help. Hello. You can see they're very ready to come out. They've made it a big poopy mess, although you have actually got food left over. So we'll see. This may take a while for me to get them to follow me, but I really don't want to have to pick up and carry pigs because they scream. So we're going to see if we can get them out there just by leading them. So wish me luck. So we have some apple pulp, and we're going to give this a go. exactly. That's, oh yeah. Well, it turns out the greedy little pigs hadn't been greedy and they'd left food over and they didn't want any food, but they did want some water, so we managed to walk them here with water. The fencing is now on.
Didn't work.
And they've just walked straight over it.
I think it's too low.
Well, we had to make some very swift adjustments just then because they kept running in and out and in, and every time they touched the wire they got scared, and I was worried they were going to be on the outside and then they wouldn't come in. But so we've moved the wire up. It was obviously a bit too low. When I was putting it out, I'd forgotten actually they've grown quite a bit. So we still got the 3 strands, but we've kind of separated them. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and now they're playing good. They've kind of gone to the edge a couple of times, scared themselves, zapped themselves, and then rather than run through, come back. And now they're doing what pigs do, which is rootling. So I think now I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time watching to see if they've learnt their lesson. So I've also decided, for peace of mind, the first couple of nights I'm gonna hurdle them in the pig ark. Just so that I don't come up to a vacant pen and no signs of piglets in the morning, because that would be absolutely horrendous. And I can't deal with that amount of stress. So peace of mind, pigs, pig ark, overnight. So it all feels like it's coming together. So the pigs are now over there. And then in the barn, we now have Peaches. Peaches has been wandering around, but I've just moved her back in here. Had a nice delivery of straw. Hello, sweetie. So she's on a cloud of fluffy straw now, relaxing. And a big winter job I need to do this year is this barn. So, as many of you know, we didn't get planning. But this is too big of an asset just to let crumble away. So this winter, we are having a barn upgrade. So we're going to be stripping out all of this, putting walls on, redoing the roof, and getting electricity and water put across here so we can actually use it as a proper working livestock and storage barn. In here I probably will do lambing inside this year, and so we'll use all of these old cuttle panels. I mean, they're relatively good. They're bent, they're really bent, but they've still got some of the springs and stuff on them and the connection points. So we're going to strip all of those out, clean them, and then we'll take apart all of these old hay racks and maybe put them down the central aisle. And redo the barn so that we can use it for as many things as possible. We're also trying to get Jock used to being on the farm, so here he is. He looks like he's incubating. Are you incubating? Are you? What are you doing? On a little nest of straw? But it's good to have somewhere to put him. Because when people arrive and come to the farm, or if we're trying to move animals, he's not particularly helpful. So yeah, we're trying to get him used to coming here and having a place to relax.